In this video, we're going to be discussing how to set up your very first Google AdWords campaign, as well as how to create an MCC account and signing up for Google AdWords. So to sign up for Google AdWords, you need to go to adwords.google.com, sign up for a new account. So once you've done that, you're going to need to contact the Google AdWords support team or give them a call and ask them for assistance in setting up an MCC account. So an MCC account, once you've signed in, looks very similar to my account, how it is laid out here. And once we are logged in, we're going to need to just go into our first account to set up our first campaign. So once we've opened up our first account, it's going to look like this. And to set up our first campaign, we're going to need to come to the campaigns selection here on the left-hand side. I do want to make one note before we set up our first campaign that you need to remember to set up your billing under the tool icon here under billing and payments. If you don't set up your billing, it will not allow your account to run any ads. So make sure that you take care of your billing first. So once we've clicked on the campaigns tab, we're going to see this blue plus icon and we're going to see new campaign. You can click either one to start your first AdWords campaign. On this screen, you're going to get a prompt that's asking you to select the campaign type. And just for demonstration purposes, we're going to be setting up a search campaign. So as we did in the Bing training, I recommend sticking with website traffic. With Google, sales and leads can create challenges because you're required to use what's called a Google conversion pixel, and it's going to track the URL. And just where affiliate marketing typically goes through so many different URLs as far as tracking, it can sometimes mistaken the pixel as being some part of a cloaking setup. And just in case you didn't know, cloaking is not allowed by any traffic networks whatsoever. It will lead to an immediate account shutdown. So we want to stay away from cloaking or even giving the idea that we're cloaking. So once again, we're sticking with website traffic. At this point, we're going to be putting in our final business website address. So this is not going to be our Click Magic link. It's not going to be our volume link or any tracking or affiliate link. This is just the same as Bing ads. We have to put in the final destination where the user is going to arrive. The product that I'm promoting in this ad is called Fixed. It's an OBD2 car engine scanner tool. So it basically allows you to plug in the tool into your car's engine scanner, and it'll tell you the problems with your car as well as the cost of the repairs. So this should be a pretty hot product, and I can use this with a lot of generic terms in order to go ahead and start getting some conversions on it. So once we've copied in the URL, we're going to go ahead and click continue. And for campaign name, I'm going to name this Fixed. And this is all countries, so I'm going to do global, and then I'm going to put something in here as far as how I'm promoting it. So I would be using generic terms, not brand terms. The offer does not allow brand terms, and it does not allow any type of misspelling or typo squatting. So we are going to have to use some generic keywords. The next section, you're going to see a display called Networks, and this is basically where you wish to run your ads. Since we've selected a search campaign, I don't want to run on the display network. I only want to run with the search network and the search partners. So I've left this checked and unchecked the display network. For locations, I'm going to come down and click all countries and territories since the offer allows all countries and territories. I am going to leave the languages as English simply because the landing page of the offer is in English, so it's not going to make much sense to advertise in other languages. For budget, I would start with $50 per day. And I would set the delivery method to standard, just like we did in Bing, just for testing purposes. Once we have got some conversions and some data, we can turn off the unprofitable keywords and ads, and we can turn this up to accelerated and increase the budget. So just in the same that we did with Bing ads, we're going to want to change this to manual CPC, and we are going to want to turn off the enhanced CPC feature, which basically allows them to go in and automatically increase your bids. You never want to give Google the power to do that. And at this point, we should be good to save and continue. So as you're going to see on this page, it's going to try to pull keyword ideas from your landing page. This is not a very accurate tool in some cases, so I would ignore that for this example. However, I will say that if you come up to the tool icon once again, under the planning section, there is the Google Keyword Planner. It is a million times better than Bing's Keyword Planner. It is much more accurate as far as cost, monthly search volume, and competition. I highly recommend using Google Keyword Planner when doing research for keyword ideas. So for this example, I'm going to set my bid to $1.50. and I'm going to start typing in some relevant terms on phrase match. If you don't know what phrase match, exact match, and broad match are, I recommend you go back and watch the Bing training where I discuss what each one of those are. And just so you know, Bing and Google both use the exact same formats for match types, as you can see right here below. Okay, so now that we're bidding $1.50 a click, with these 4 keywords alone on phrase match, it's telling me that I should receive about 110 clicks per day. I should spend all $50, and my average CPC should be 45 cents. This isn't so bad. While we could be getting more traffic from this if we decided to pay much more, I would recommend starting here as it's right around our average CPC that we want to stay at for testing purposes. So at this point, obviously you're going to want more keywords in here, but for demonstration purposes, I'm going to proceed to the next step. So just like we saw inside of Bing Ads, we're going to get a create ads prompt box. So we're going to go ahead and create a new ad. And just like in Bing for final URL, we're going to put in our website, and we're going to go ahead and fill out the rest of the information. So as you can see here, I've typed out some basic information about the product, and you're going to want to create multiple ads to split test the different ad copies, but this is just an example, and this is how I would do my first test. So before we go ahead and click done, we need to open up the ad URL options just like in Bing, and we're going to insert our click magic or volume or affiliate tracking links right here in this space. So once we've done that, we're going to click done and save and continue. Now here it is going to allow us to review our campaign one last time as far as the daily click estimate, the daily cost estimate, the countries that we're advertising in, the languages we're advertising in, our budget, our campaign goal, and our bid strategy. So this all checks out, so let's go ahead and click continue to campaign. So once we've done that, we can come to the ad and extension section, and we'll see that the ad is currently under review. Now it can take them several hours or several days to review the ad, especially if it's a brand new Google AdWords account. You can expect that it's probably going to throw the account under manual review. Now manual review is something I'm going to talk about in the ad accounts and the accounts game section of the training, simply because Google AdWords is notorious, just like Facebook, for randomly banning people, especially affiliate marketers. If you hit the manual review, it will take 3 to 5 business days for them to review the account. You could contact their customer service and have this expedited, and they will go ahead and review the account. But I would simply recommend that you wait and be patient for them to review the ad. Keep it on a low budget, like $50 or less per day, and wait for them to review. And if it starts spending, you don't lose that much money. So anyways, guys, I hope this has been kind of an insightful look into how to create your first Google search campaign, and I will see you in the next video.